What's up everyone? It's Jess. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my loft. So today I'm going to be doing a tour of all of the plants that I have up here in my Jungalow. I've got a number of requests to do an updated plant tour. I literally have not done a plant tour since last fall. So today I'm just going to be doing the plants that I have in this one room, and hopefully eventually at some point I'll get a full plant tour going for you guys. But let me go ahead and I'll just start over here on the corner. Okay, you guys, so the first plant you see as soon as you come up the steps into my loft is this gorgeous beauty here. This is my Dieffenbachia Splash. I picked this one up from my local Lowe's, I want to say maybe about 7 or 8 months ago, and it was a lot more full when I first got it. It has dropped quite a few of its bottom leaves down here, which is typical of dumb canes. They drop their leaves and expose this beautiful cane structure here. But y'all already know, if you've been watching me for a while, you already know how I feel about my speckled leaves, and this one is just pure beauty. Like, I love how dark green and lush the variegation is on this plant. It's so pretty, and I love the statement that it makes as soon as you come up the steps. Beside that, we have a small little bird of paradise here. This one is a white bird of paradise. I actually picked this up from the Tiny Greenhouse. It's a small local shop in my area. I'm in North Carolina. And this one, I think I got this for, I want to say like $10. They were running a special sale, a sidewalk sale when COVID happened. Unfortunately, they were one of the shops that did get affected and had to close down. So they had all their plants half off and couldn't pass up this deal. Up here on this shelf, I have my purple oxalis plant. Y'all, this plant has been through it. I literally have cut this all the way down to just bare soil, let it grow back fully, and it's died back again. So this is the second time that it's come back to life. So it's been through a lot. This one is actually called, what's the name of this? I think this one is called like Black Ebony or something like that. I'll put the name on the screen, you guys. I can't remember off the top of my head. And then swing you guys down below here. This is one of my Chinese evergreens. This one is called Aglaonema Red, or Garnet Aglaonema, or Red Aglaonema. There's so many different names, but y'all know y'all have seen this one on my channel a number of times. This is one of my favorite plants. I love the hot pink magenta stems of this plant, and it's just so easy growing. I actually have 2 of these. I'll show another one later on in the tour to you guys. Beside that, I have my huge Homelamina Emerald Gem, and y'all, this plant is just so big. I love how green and lush it is. I love just plain green, shiny foliage. I picked this one up from my Food Lion, actually. It was on sale. I want to say it was $15, and it actually had a bunch of snails in the plant when I bought it, so the lady marked it down to $8 for me. So love this plant. It's huge, another easy grower. Love the statement that it makes here. And down below that, I have my Pink Aurora Chinese evergreen. This one I just featured in my recent haul video, or collection video I should say. This one is actually, I want to say there's 4 plants in here. Yeah, there's 4 different stems in here. All of these I got on clearance at Lowe's. They were marked down to $3. And I just potted them all up in this one pot that I picked up from At Home when they were running their Memorial Day sale. Everything was 40% off. And yeah, I just love the variegation of this plant. I love the pink edges, the pink veins, and also the baby pink stems. So gorgeous, and another easy growing plant. So here's a view of this little corner here. Give y'all a slow pan, try not to make you all dizzy. Next up over here, I have a Dracaena. This one is actually called Dracaena Anita. I got this one from Lowe's, and y'all, it's not been doing well. It actually used to live outside on my front patio. It was there for like maybe 3 months during the springtime. Brought it inside, potted it up, and I need to go in and prune off all of these brown leaves and also clean off the watermarks. I probably should have done that before this video, but hey, it's life. So yeah, I need a Dracaena. And then down here I have another Aglaonema. This one is another one that I just featured in my recent collection video. This one is called Aglaonema Golden Fluorite. And this one is actually, I think, 4 plants as well, all combined into one pot. I picked up all of these on clearance from Lowe's. They were on their last leg for $3 each. And I think they just make a beautiful bouquet in this pot here. Swinging around this way slowly. Tucked in back here, I have a, what is this called? Let's see if I can fix the lighting for you guys. This is my Pothos Enjoy, or it might be a Pearls and Jade. I still have not figured that out yet because some of the leaves, you can see that there have like the variegation, kind of like a marble queen. But yeah, so full. Literally, I've had this plant for 2 years now, and it's still about the same size it was when I originally bought it. This one is an extremely slow grower. I do have a couple of limbs that are finally trying to do a little bit of trailing, but I actually like the full look, so I hope it continues to grow slowly. Down below that, I have a Dracaena marginata, just another easy growing plant. Okay, then next up, I have a step back for you guys. This is my gorgeous Monstera Deliciosa. Her name is Big Mama. Y'all, I'm sorry, my lighting up here is just horrible because the window is literally right behind this plant, but she is just loving her life here. I got this plant from Lowe's. She was only $14.98. I picked her up, I want to say about 1.5 years ago, and she has just been loving her life. Sitting up here getting all of this light. This is a west facing window that she sits in. She does have some kind of like droopy limbs that are smaller in the front, if y'all can see that there. But she literally gives me a new leaf every single week. This is her newest leaf here. And it is just perfection. Love, love, love Monsteras. I want to say I had 5 at one point. I'm down to 3 because I've been giving them away. But y'all, this is one of my favorite plants. Very, very easy growing. Down here I have my gorgeous ponytail palm. I do have a full care guide and repotting video featured on my channel here on this plant. I'll leave a link up in the cards for you guys to check that out. But y'all, this is one of the easiest growing house plants you probably will ever own in your life. It doesn't require high humidity. I literally only water this plant once a month and just give it bright light. That's all it needs. You literally just almost can forget about this plant. Just water it once a month. So easy. I love how thick and strappy the leaves are on this plant. It's just, I love it. Down here is my other Aglaonema Emerald Gem that I was telling you guys about before. I have 2 of these. This one I actually picked up from Lowe's. It was on clearance for $5. It was a huge 3-gallon pot, and y'all, it had a really bad fungal issue, so I actually ended up cutting this plant all the way back down to bare stems. You can see a couple of the stems back there that still have not grown back, but y'all, all of this, literally every single leaf that you're seeing is new growth within a year. Like, the entire plant has grown back so full. So happy with the progress, and look at these leaves. Love the variegation, love the hot pink, also the hot pink on the stems. I'm just so happy that I was able to save and revive this plant. Back behind that, I have my zebra plant, doing well, y'all. This is literally the 3rd zebra plant that I've owned. This one has been doing the best for me. I do have a little bit of browning, so I literally have not been running my humidifier at all this year. So I need to get back on that. It did bloom for me. I'll insert a picture of the blooms. This bloom is finally dying out, and I've got 4 new leaves growing. So super happy with the progress of that zebra plant. And then up here I have my Ficus alii, and y'all, I got this plant on clearance from Lowe's initially. I think it was marked down to like 12 bucks or something like that. It was doing really, really well when I first brought it home, and then I just kind of started neglecting it, and now the whole backside of the tree has defoliated. The branches are dead. I have scratched them. There's no green beneath the bark, so yeah, it's my fault, but I do still have new leaves coming. Like, it's still growing. All of these are new up here. I'm just hopeful if I get back on the care that I was giving it, that it will bounce back. I don't know. I'm kind of falling out of love with that plant. It was on my dump list, but I'm gonna give it a chance, see how it does for the next couple of months and decide. I may end up moving this one into its spot, which takes me to my next plant. This is my gorgeous Dieffenbachia Marianne, and y'all, this plant, like, I don't even have words. Like, this plant just grows and grows and grows like crazy. Like, look how thick this stalk is. Trunk is so thick. Okay, so this plant I originally saw on my lunch break at Lowe's, and it had a whole bunch of bugs. I don't know what kind of bugs they were. They look huge, like horseflies. I left it. I was like, I'm not dealing with any more bugs. I went home, thought about it. The plant was still haunting me, so I went back. It was still there. So glad I got it. I just brought it home, treated it, repotted it, and it's been thriving ever since. Like, I will insert a picture if I can find one of when I first got this plant. I want to say it was maybe only like this tall, and it's put on all of this growth within the past year. So pretty. And look how big these leaves are, you guys. The leaves just get bigger and bigger. Huge. I love the lime green chartreusey color of the leaves, outlined in the dark green and the white center vein. It's just, oh, these leaves are just perfection. Love this plant. Moving on to my plant tower here. I guess I'll start up here at the top. This one is a Monstera deliciosa. This is actually a Monstera that I found on accident. It wasn't labeled at all, from Home Depot. I want to say it was only like $5, y'all. If y'all watched my last, I want to say it was my spring 2019 houseplant tour, I had father and son. This is son. Look how big he's gotten. It's been growing so well. Just lives up here. This window back here, both of these are south facing, and then all of these on the side are west facing windows. So it gets a ton of light. I just water it regularly once every 2 weeks, and it's thriving. Down here, I have my first philodendron Birkin that I purchased. Literally just opened this new leaf this past week. And y'all, I mean, it's been growing, it's been doing fine, but it's just not giving me that wow that the philodendron Birkin should be giving me. Like, the leaves are just pretty much solid green. So I do have 2 other Birkins that I've purchased. I'll insert pictures of those for you guys. They're way prettier than this one. I'm hoping this one, as it grows, will start putting on more of that variegation. Down here on the next shelf, I have just a heartleaf philodendron, just the solid green variety. Not too much to say about this plant. I got this plant from Lowe's, rescued it on clearance, and it's just been doing amazing for me. I love the heart-shaped solid green of the leaves. It is finally starting to trail a little bit for me, so I don't know if I'm ready for that. But yeah, another easy growing house plant. And then down here on the bottom shelf, I have my sago palm. Y'all, I actually picked this up from Myrtle Beach last year. And I honestly just neglected this plant, so it is finally starting to push out some new fronds for me, so I'm hoping it'll have a good comeback. Above that, I have my philodendron Moonlight. I picked this one up from my local Trader Joe's. Doing well, and I love how it contrasts in this head planter. Up here on this top shelf, I have my variegated peace lily. This one is called Peace Lily Domino. Love, love, love this plant. Y'all know I love peace lilies. I have like 10 in my entire collection. So yeah, not much to say about this plant. I just love the variegation. And then lastly down here, I have a variety of Syngonium. I have no idea what the name is off the top of my head. I'll research it and put the name on the screen somewhere for you guys. But yeah, another easy growing houseplant. Moving on, we have another Monstera deliciosa. This one is Big Daddy. I know y'all, Monsteras are my thing. So this is the third one in my collection. This is actually the first Monstera that I ever purchased. He used to live on the top shelf of what is now my Aglaonema tower downstairs, and he got too big for it, so now he is a floor plant. And I have taken a number of cuttings from him, you guys. He's just been loving his life down here on the floor. I've taken at least 10 cuttings and just given them away to coworkers and friends, and he's still producing lovely for me. So this is his newest leaf here. Perfection. And I will leave a link up in the cards for you guys to check out my staking video. I did mention in that video that I am not a fan of moss poles. If you're not familiar with Monsteras, they do climb upward. So in place of the moss poles, I have inserted a bunch of these garden stakes in here to hold him up, and they have been working amazing for me. Definitely recommend those. Beside that, I have another variety of Dracaena marginata. This one I actually picked up on clearance from Lowe's. It was 4 plants in one pot, and I just broke them up and put them all in different pots. I kept this one indoors as a house plant. The other 3 I split up into pots that I have outside on my back patio. So this one is doing well indoors. It is putting out new growth, and I just love the hot pink variegation of this plant. It is so striking. I know my camera mutes all the colors. I'm sorry about that for you guys, but yeah, it's a really hot fluorescent magenta pink. Moving on, over here we have my money tree. I picked this one up from Lowe's. Yes, I get most of my plants from Lowe's, you guys. I got this one on clearance from Lowe's. It was marked down just because it was damaged in shipping. Literally, it just had a couple of broken stems in shipping, but whatever. I'll take it on clearance. And this one, y'all, it has been through it. Like, literally, it has completely regrown. It used to live over here in the corner. Big Mama also used to live back there in the back corner before I did my loft makeover. And y'all, I don't know what happened. Like, I'm not superstitious, but I think I have a ghost in my house. Like, literally, I was in the shower, Jaxie was downstairs, there's nobody else in the house with me, and Big Mama just decided to topple over out of nowhere, and it fell on top of my money tree and knocked off all of its branches. All the branches were broken. You can still see some of the damage. Here's one of the stems that I just have not cut off, but literally all of the branches were broken. All of this is new growth that has flushed out, and it's also growing a ton of babies. So I'm just glad that it was able to rebound and doing well. So I'm going to keep it here in this spot. On the contrary, I have a yucca here. This one used to live downstairs in my entryway. I moved it up here when I completed my loft makeover, and y'all, it is just not doing good. Like, it is not having a good time. It has just been yellowing like crazy. What are you doing? Stop that. Come here. Sorry about that, you guys. Someone wanted to join us. This is Jensen. What are you doing? You did all that? All that to interrupt my video? So sweet. Okay, let me finish. I'm almost done, okay? Anyways, like I was saying, it has just been yellowing like crazy. I think it just really does not like this spot. It is too far away from the window, so it's not getting the proper lighting that it needs. So yeah, I will be moving this back to where it was so it can get its life back on track. And then tucked back here, I have a Philodendron Brazil. Y'all don't have too much to say about this plant. This plant is actually 2 small 4-inch pots that I combined into one plant, and it has just been growing So easy, like crazy. I love, again, the heart-shaped leaves and the variegation on the leaves. It's just so pretty. Love the lime green versus the dark green. So this one will be moving. I think I'm just going to move my money tree back and relocate these planters here, because I do have plans to put this one along with this one here. This is my satin pothos, or is this the silver pothos? I always get them confused. But I do have plans to put both of these, actually all of my hanging plants, into some hanging macrames along my ceiling. So those will be relocating, and that is actually the last plant. Oh, nope, I got one more. Okay, and here is the last plant of my tour. This is just a small cutting of a just plain green rubber plant that I picked up from, actually no, I took this cutting from work actually. So it's been doing well. It is kind of leggy looking, but it's not dying. So I'm gonna just keep letting it do its thing, and it is, y'all, pushing out a new leaf for me. I don't know if you can see that there. Anywho, this concludes my loft plant tour. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing all of the plants that I have up here currently. I'm pretty sure this will be changing as well, so stay tuned for a full houseplant tour coming soon from me. If you guys like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel for more, and as always, thank y'all so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace. What are you doing in there?